My week has, you know what? I think every week when we start this, I say, "Oh, it's been good. It's been great." You haven't recorded. Yep, that makes sense. No one heard you, and it was very loud in my ear.
Was it very
Let me
loud?
know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, is it on now?
It
'Cause
is on. It is on.
you could just keep rolling, and I'll just
Oh
you
no,
could just re-say it, just say it again.
it's rolling.
Okay.
It's rolling. It's
Uh, Everybody, welcome to episode 38 of the Lack Thereof podcast.
Hello,
How are you
everybody.
doing? How are you doing, Ronald?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I totally had everything set up and ready to go. We totally did not just have a technical issue, and it's fine. But I'm doing great. I'm
Never
doing
have.
great. How
Never
about
do.
yourself? How about yourself?
As I was saying before you rudely made me restart my whole flow here,
Uh, I don't know what you're talking about. But sure, go
I
ahead.
I had a very long weekend leading up till yesterday. Do you hear the
Oh,
plane in the background? Do you hear a plane right now?
I don't hear anything.
Okay, it was very, very loud, so I
Oh,
heard it. Just letting you know.
okay.
I meant in our studio, yeah, that we're in. Um,
Yeah.
no, I had a very, very, very long weekend, and we're gonna get into it. This is what I call a preview, a
Okay.
little taste test. I'm gonna tell you right now that I had a long weekend, and then I will slowly. I've been talking to Chat GPT on how to tell a story.
Oh,
Uh, and I will slowly unravel the story as we go through the podcast.
I'm excited.
It's to keep everybody gripped and entertained.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm supposed to drop a few. Let me see what it said. Hold on. I have ChatGPT up. I need to drop in a few little hints about what it's coming up. One involves an animal. I love animal stories.
Yeah. I love them as
And
well.
another involves a massive group of people, 500 plus, gambling together.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Yep, there you go. Oh, look,
wait,
now
wait,
you gotta
wait.
wait until we tell the story later.
Oh man, come
See,
on,
I got
come on.
it. It's called the hook. I
Oh,
got
okay.
him.
Got
Yeah,
you. Got you. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Now we talk about what you want to talk about for a while, and then we'll get back to that because I don't.
Well, all right. Well, I guess we'll start off. It was Mother's Day. Did you have a good Mother's Day?
Mother's Day, yes, I did have a good Mother's Day. We didn't do anything crazy, but we
Okay.
did celebrate. Raquel, she's a mother.
Of
I have a
course.
mother.
Mm-hmm.
Mother's Day for guys that have kids is I don't know what to do because I'm not supposed to be the one to give the gift, right?
Technically,
Or
it is
am
the
I?
kids. Yes. Well,
Right? The kids, I mean, they can't run to the store themselves.
it has to be one of those. You got it for the kids from them, but it's really,
Right,
it's
right.
one of
And
those.
it's like always like an arts and crafts little thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I just never. We, we got like these apron things that we're supposed to decorate.
Oh.
Never, but we haven't decorated them yet.
Oh, really?
Even now, so I just have a blank apron with paint next to it. Every day we say we're gonna do it, but we haven't done that yet. But I got the missus some beautiful flowers.
Nice.
We did stuff together. We ate dinner together. We had lunch. We did more stuff. I'm trying to think. I drew in chalk outside a big thing that said "Happy Mother's Day." It was
Oh,
very
that's cute.
adorable.
Nice.
And I really and I realized how out of shape I was. It ruined the whole day because I had to bend over to write all this stuff, and
Ooh.
it did not work out. That
I,
hurt really,
I,
really bad.
I can feel it already.
Yeah, no, I
I
mean
can
it.
I can already feel it in my stomach already.
Yeah, it was at the start of the day. It was rough.
Mm. Mm.
And then we got Lego. The kids get both picked out Lego flowers. So,
Oh,
like you
that's
build. I don't
cool.
know if you've seen them
Yeah,
before, but they have
I
Lego
have.
flowers.
That's
So
awesome.
Lincoln and Luna, yeah, they both got Raquel an artificial flower, and they'll never die. The flowers. So
That's
pretty
true.
good. Yeah.
That's true.
So yeah, we're pretty pleased. What did you do for Mama Bear, Mama DJDubC?
Nothing crazy. Mine's pretty simple. Cause I just
Big
went.
old hug and a kiss.
Yeah, I went to my parents' house, obviously, and then my grandmother lives with my parents, so Got to hang out with my mom and my grandmother, and then I saw my
More
other
Ronnie
grandmother as
lore.
well.
Didn't know that. More. Yeah, we got some more lore.
So I saw both my grandmothers, saw my mother as well, and it was pretty good. Just hung out for the day and didn't do anything. Just hung out, stayed for dinner, and yeah. Just
So
spent the
you
whole
went
day
over there and you got a free meal. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Good old Mother's Day. Good
No.
Mother's Day. I always catch you slipping, Ronnie.
We did.
Always. Just
No, nobody
free
cooked.
meals and living that bachelor life.
Hold up, nobody cooked. We ordered out. So
Oh.
my
What'd you have? What's a Mother's Day food?
I don't know what everybody ordered together. I ordered a cheesesteak. I forget what everybody else ordered, but I ordered me a
I miss
cheesesteak.
Delaware cheesesteaks.
Oh yeah.
They don't do them the same out here. They might. I say that
Really?
they don't.
Well, yeah,
But-
I guess it's because you're not close to Philly. I guess you have to be close to Philly. You know, for
Yeah,
the
there's a
whole
proximity.
Philly cheesesteak.
There's a proximity around Philly. Yeah, where there's a certain radius that only tastes good. No, I mean they have the components here. You know, like there's like
Yeah.
a. Have you ever had Jersey Mike's?
I have.
Their cheesesteak is pretty okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've had that.
I have.
But in Delaware, it's funny because in Delaware, like all the best cheesesteaks are like at a gas station.
Wait, you're not
There's
wrong.
like
You're not wrong.
there's like a gas station and there's like a town called Hartley, I think.
Uh-huh.
Have you been there before? Every time my dad would visit from Illinois, on the way out, he'd be like, "We gotta stop at this gas station in the middle of nowhere to get these
Right.
cheesesteaks." It would take an extra like hour just to get this because we'd have to wait for it. But they were always slapping. They were very good.
You're not wrong.
Do
That's
you
actually
put
true.
ketchup on your cheesesteak? Because if you do, that's gross.
That's gross.
It's not gross. It's not my favorite. But
Oh,
so you do.
I'm a ketchup and raw onion kind of guy.
I could see you. I think any food I could see you saying, "Yeah, I put ketchup on that."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because didn't you tell me you eat your ketchup or you eat your steak with ketchup? I think you told me, which made me.
It depends.
Nothing.
It depends. I don't always do that. I'm an A1 guy, but if I have to, I will do ketchup. Yes.
Okay. That's good. So you had a good Mother's Day. That's
I
good.
did, and my uncle was there as well, and his wife. So it was a pretty good
You guys
day.
do when you all get together? Do you do any like family games? You did some charades, or is
No.
it just like we sit around a table and it's really awkward type thing?
No, we just sat around, watched TV. My uncle came over and fixed my my grandmother's fan, so put a new fan in her room, my
Dang.
old room. It's actually my old room that
Good.
she lives in now. Yeah,
Good uncle, right there.
yeah.
A true unk.
My grandmother lives in my old room now, so
How does that
fan.
make you feel? Do you feel weird about that?
no, not at all.
You prefer it? You'd rather more grandmothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, other than that, pretty okay weekend, I guess. Besides that, nothing too crazy.
Okay. On Friday night, I embarked on a very unfruitful night at a
Unfruitful.
bowling alley.
Okay.
Have you been bowling in recent years?
When was the last time I went bowling? It was.
They have changed their pricing.
I haven't been
I will
bowling
tell-
in
I
a
mean-
long time. They
I don't
changed their
recommend
pricing.
you ever go. I don't recommend you
Really?
ever go.
Okay,
I think
why?
bowling's trash. I don't. It's just I don't. There's not much else to say. I hate it. I
Okay.
don't like it. It costs a lot of money. I mean,
I
it
believe
used
that.
to be like $10 a person, maybe growing up.
Yeah.
Or I don't even remember how much it was.
When like
But-
where was it? In Middletown, I think.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know if I've ever been bowling in Delaware. Now that I
Really?
think about it. Now that I think about it, I think I spent all my time bowling in Illinois.
Okay. I think.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think I was-
don't remember
yeah.
too many bowls.
Okay.
I don't remember too many.
It's been a long time since I went bowling, but
Well, it's like $100. It cost me like $140 to
What?
bowl for 6 people. Yeah.
okay.
Maybe even-
I thought you were gonna say that was each.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Ronald. Yeah. I dropped a grand.
Go
for all of us
bowling.
to bowl. Yeah. No. No.
Okay.
And they think they're cool by making it. They're like, yeah, they gave us a VIP room. They upgraded us.
Ooh.
The VIP room is it's worse than the other room. It's like it was so claustrophobic. It's a
No.
room, and there was still other families in there ruining my time.
Really? Oh no.
A true VIP experience should be alone. You
That's
hear
true.
VIP. I want my own area.
That's
no,
true.
I had to share a lane with these monsters who are just having so much fun, drinking their little alcohols and eating their pizza, while we got the bumpers up, and I'm still getting gutter balls somehow.
Oh man. Did you have karaoke as well? I know some bowling alleys do karaoke.
No, this was no karaoke. No,
Really?
but I
Would you
did
have?
in. Would I have? No,
Yeah,
absolutely
no.
not.
Oh, come on, you gotta add some karaoke to it.
Look, I got a lot of good things about me. One of them is not singing karaoke.
I could see you doing karaoke.
No, you couldn't.
I could see enough alcohol in you to do some karaoke.
The day I do karaoke is the day. I don't want to say I die. That feels wrong. It's the day I get seriously injured on purpose.
Oh,
I don't.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I
I
know.
won't go to it.
Now I know never to suggest some karaoke. I would do
It's
karaoke.
just not. Yeah. Well, what's the thrill of karaoke? We all know the song.
I have some go-to songs.
I'd rather just play the song as it's intended. I don't want to hear.
I could
You want to hear? Yeah, sing it.
No, well, I'm not gonna say. I could tell you my go-to songs.
Yeah, you tell me at least two of them, or do you want me to guess them?
Go ahead.
Sorry,
songs.
Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson for sure by Outkast.
Older. That'd be a fun song to do, though.
Marvin Gaye.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Which song?
No way.
Yes. Which song? I'm not even
That's
kidding.
insane.
What song?
Sexual Healing.
Whenever blue skies are falling
No.
and my emotional stability is leaving me, there is something I will do. I will get on the telephone and call you up, baby. And honey, I know you'll be there to relieve me. I obviously I need the karaoke, but I need the instrumental.
Yeah, this is why I don't do it. Yeah, that was I mean that was the worst 10 seconds of my life. Why would you do that to me? First of all, I still don't know the song.
I'm sorry.
Second of all, that's your go-to, something that no one can bop to. There's no one around there saying, "Yes, my song's on."
Come on, everybody can vibe to Sexual Healing.
I think I'd have to hear the music with it.
Anyway, my next one is
no, I'm not trying to hurt you. No, I
no,
loved it.
no.
I loved it, Ronnie.
Thank you, Flem. Thank you, Flem.
Let me hear the next one. And see, I won't sing what mine. So, but I want to hear you sing yours.
Sarah Smile by Daryl Hall Oates. John. Oh my God, Daryl Hall and John Oates. Hall and Oates. Sarah Smile.
I don't know it.
Sarah Smile.
Oh God.
That's a classic.
Oh, that does ring a bell.
That is a classic. I sang that one at last TwitchCon.
No, really?
Yeah, we did karaoke at TwitchCon last year, and I sang that one. And then She's a Bad Mama Jamma.
Oh, that's just okay. That one would be good. I could.
Let's go. See,
yeah, that could bring me around.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Nice.
that could bring me around. I did karaoke. I think just like one time in my life, and it was at a. There's a restaurant in Illinois called Wings, etc.
Okay.
They have a wings challenge there. I've done it a few times, and I got a T-shirt. No big deal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no big deal, but it definitely hurt my butthole after.
I believe it.
I sang "Take Me Home Tonight."
Take Me Home by Eddie Money.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Classic.
And I remember when I was doing it, I was like, they don't like this. Because I could see everyone around me.
Hey,
probably how you felt a minute ago when you were singing "Sexually Healing."
Karaoke's not about being good; it's about the fun. It's about having fun. That's true.
That's true.
Not everybody can sing.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
I can't
I
sing.
can't.
I need
Yeah,
autotune. I personally need autotune. If karaoke had built-in autotune, count me in.
I bet it will before long.
You think?
Do you remember that there was an app called is it Smule? SMULE? Have you heard of that?
I might have.
It
I
was like
might
a
have.
karaoke app kind of thing where you could do duets with people. Like you would sing, they'd play a song, and you would sing into it, and then someone could like click on it and choose to sing with you.
I know what you're talking about. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
We made several really cringy ones on purpose.
Hey, it's never cringy if you're having fun.
Really, yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
That's cool. That's cool.
But yeah, so we went bowling. It
Mhm.
was not that fun, but I lost by 1 point to my mom,
Oh.
which really hurts. You're probably thinking, how high is that score? I bowled a gentleman's 95.
Okay.
She got a 96, but she had bumpers on. I actually didn't have bumpers, but
Mm.
when you're bowling with the two kids and they can't even hold a bowling ball, I mean, it was like I worked there. I was just having to like up and down and had to like facilitate making sure no one gets hurt.
Okay. Did anybody do? Was everybody a one-handed ball person, or was there anybody that did like in between the legs?
So the kids they tried the in between the legs thing, but they were not pushing it hard enough. They just like, I mean, it took probably 12 minutes for one of the balls to get from the from down the leg. It was so slow.
Everybody was doing that long chair, like
Yeah, just branded. Yeah, that were like it was like on SpongeBob, like 5 hours later type thing.
yeah.
But,
Oh, that's funny.
But everyone, yeah, it was good, and we had some wings with it and some onion rings.
That's
So, I mean,
that's actually a very appropriate.
and we do
bowling
have
food.
souvenir cups. So I mean, I guess.
Nice.
But I'm just saying, like, why can't bowling just be just this quick little cheap thing? Why is it got? It's crazy. I mean, it was crazy expensive. $140.
It's 2025, man. Everything's different. Everything's.
I
different
literally
than when
thought
we grew
everyone
up.
felt the same about it. I thought everyone thought it was lame, and I was like, yeah, this would be an easy, fun night. No.
Bowling's very popular.
Yeah.
It's very popular. But you telling that story kind of reminded me of that Parks and Rec episode where they all went bowling, and Aziz Ansari's character was he was like bowling in between the legs, and then Ron Swanson he's like good God, man, what are you doing? and then he starts he starts bowling in between the legs and realizes he likes it.
Yeah, it's the best way. There's no other way to win.
That's true. Oh man, I love that episode.
Precision.
That's cool. I'm glad you had a pretty fun, eventful weekend.
Yeah, that was Friday night. Saturday night. Okay, we're gonna get into we're gonna get into the next one.
Okay.
I somehow found myself at a bingo hall.
You did bingo.
I bingoed hard.
Really? Okay, tell me about it.
We bingoed late into the night.
Nice.
I mean, have you bingoed in your life? Like, aside from what we would do like in school growing up, have you been to like a bingo place? Because if you think you know what bingo is, you don't.
I've seen it, I've seen it, but I've never experienced it.
This is a sport.
Really?
These people, and I do mean these people in a negative way. It was a special night where the cash prizes were higher than usual. Yeah. I'm told this is not how bingo usually is, but when we went, I mean, it was like Disneyland. There were so many people. I mean, it was like I couldn't even get in line to like buy these stupid bingo cards.
Really?
It was just like everybody was just so close to each other. It was a swarm of people. I mean, there was like over 500 people probably in this hall.
500?
May have been, probably. I don't know.
Wow.
It was a lot.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not a math guy, and I don't know how to
Same.
count very well, but I'm just guessing it had to have been. I'd say anywhere between 500 to 7,000 people, roughly. You know, that's how good my math is. Wow. It could be one or the other.
That's a huge room. Okay, all right, yeah.
I'm not too sure. But so bingo is not just 5 across or 5 diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that's what it was. So there's like all these special rules if you're doing bingo at this level. Like I had to, like I had never been other than like in school, or like we had like this thing at the county fair where we did like penny bingo where you gambled for pennies, but it was
Yeah.
just five across, whatever. They were
Right.
like, when I got in there, Raquel's dad, my father-in-law was like, "Oh, here you go. Yeah, here's your dapper. Do you know what a dapper is? Because I did. Our dabber, I didn't know what it was. It's
Dabber,
this
no.
it's like this paint stick that you have to use. It's like a big highlighter, but with paint instead of a regular highlighter. I would have rather the
Paint.
highlighter, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. The paint sounds kind of weird.
But these are a big deal. I'd never heard of these, but these are big deals. They're called dabbers, and they're all variety of colors. Anyway, he says, "Here, make sure you mark your boards." And every page, I've got 6 sheets of 20 bingo cards each, and I have to like highlight these things in different designs because the area that you highlight is the only area that applies for you to win.
Oh.
So there's like one. It was like lucky sevens, and I had to like highlight like diagonal, and there's another one's called like postage stamp style. So there's like all these different designs, and I'm like working against the clock, and I'm already basically slow, when it comes to a lot of things, physically and mentally.
I'd be the same way, man.
I
I can see it already.
Everyone around me knows what's going on, but they're
I'm
like
that too.
And in between these bingo, like I told you, there's 6 sheets. There's actually 7, but in between that, there's like these little tiny extra bingos that you play. So they're called pull tabs. Pull like not swimming, not like that. Like
I like that.
pool.
Yeah. I like the little
You
motion, yeah.
It's like little. It's like you're gambling on gambling. So I pulled out $200
Okay.
because I was told this is only a cash thing. And my father-in-law was like, "Come here." And I was like, I'm following him around. There's like crowds of people. He's like, "Give me $20." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure." I'm like, "Here you go."
It sounds bully. Wait.
No, this happened the whole night. He was like, "Yeah, give me 20, give me 20, give me 20." I'm like, okay. I gave him like $40, and he's handing me all these little black cards, and they're so tiny. He's like, "Here's your Tic Tacs, here's your Betty Bops, and your like." They have all these weird names.
Yeah.
I'm like at a stress level I've never been because I can't understand this.
I'm visualizing it as you're saying it.
Yeah, and it's like a giant cafeteria. It's weird. It's so. As soon as we finally start, so I have my pull tabs, and the lady starts calling things off way too fast. I don't know how she could sleep at night.
What's an
Because-
auction? Like,
I thought that I was doing a horse race or whatever. I don't know. So I mean, it was just relentless. Every time, so it's hard to explain, but there's a screen that shows the ball, right?
Yeah.
The ball that comes out. You know how the bingo works? It's like a ball system.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do they call that? A bulb thing? I don't know. A raffle ball? I don't know.
Ball
Anyway,
thing. I
so-
know. I'm
but there's
looking at it. I know what you're talking
There's a
about.
camera that shows only that, and then it
Okay.
periodically, like, you see it, but you see the ball first before she announces it.
Oh.
This creates a lot of confusion for people like me.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at one thing, and she's saying something different. And after she says something different, this thing changes. So I'm just, like, constantly falling behind. And I literally have, like, old people near me being like, "You missed that one. You missed that one." It's extremely... I'm just embarrassed. Because I can't figure out basic bingo, I guess. So yeah, there's a rule though. When you see the ball and you have a bingo, you cannot announce it. You can't yell bingo until she says it or whoever's speaking. But guess who didn't know that? I didn't know that.
Right.
So I'm looking down at my board and I'm super, super duper stressed because I'm behind by like 3 numbers and I'm trying to like peek on my neighbors to figure out if I'm close.
Yeah.
But while this is happening, I guess my spouse, guess what she's got? A bingo.
No.
Yeah, we're about to win this sucker. But I didn't know what was going on, so I look up and I see her and her dad talking. And he's like, "Just say it." And she's like, "No, I don't want to." And he's like, "No, you gotta say it." And I just look up and I didn't know what was going on. So I yell bingo in the middle of all these 500 people.
Right?
And everyone just kind of looks at me as like, "No." because I
No?
wasn't supposed to. Well, it's because I wasn't supposed to call it because the lady hadn't said it yet.
Oh.
They looked at the screen. I don't know. Her whole family looked at me like I just committed a cardinal sin.
It sounds
And
like
and now it's going to be a story. It's going to be on my back for the rest of my life. Because even I saw her dad today, and he's even talking about his. Oh yeah, we're going to yell bingo again. Like, now that's my thing. I call bingo too early. Sucks. But yeah,
that sounds
yeah.
that sounds
That's my
like such a
bingo
good
night.
movie scene. Like I could see that in a movie, and dude, that would be so entertaining to watch.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
hilarious.
She won $500. I mean,
$500.
yeah, like we were
Nice.
part of it. Yeah, I was very surprised.
Congratulations. Nice.
Thank you. It,
Mhm.
it made up for the bowling that we did. It really did.
Wow,
um,
you had a pretty good weekend.
yeah, so that was the good parts of the weekend. Coming up was a story
Okay.
about an animal.
Okay.
After
Okay.
after you tell me something,
We
'cause I
won't we
don't know.
won't get into
I'll
it.
have to let some
Hmm.
take a break, from all that speeching. But
Okay.
have you bingoed? I mean, have you ever done like an event where you have to pay attention to something? Because it's hard.
Oh yeah, no, I've done many events where I've had to pay attention. I've never done bingo, but yeah, my attention span for stuff doesn't last long. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
When I'm out and I have to like listen and like okay, so say if I'm like at an auction or something. You ever been to an auction and they're like
No,
and
I
and
haven't.
they're like, all right, one over here, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah,
I'm
blah, blah." I've experienced
fascinated
that.
how they could do that.
I've experienced that, and yeah, I just let it go. I was like, yeah, somebody else can have it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
One more funny
Uh,
thing about the bingo is like it's it's BYOF. It's
BYO food.
bring your own food, and
Okay.
like so this was for my spouse's grandma. It was her birthday party. They had it at
Nice.
the bingo hall, but they didn't.
Cool.
I don't think it's like a sanctioned thing where like they paid for it. They're just like she just happened to be there on her birthday.
Yeah.
But because of this, her family had like it felt like a Thanksgiving dinner like all across this table, but with like not as good as food because
Gotcha.
I'm not trying to be mean to anybody watching, but like there was like 40 hot dogs individually wrapped in like
Is that a hot dog
potato
eating contest?
salad,
Oh, you can't go wrong with you can't go wrong with
deviled
potato
eggs.
salad. Oh,
I mean, but
okay.
it's all on this table, and there's no refrigeration, and we're there for 4 hours. So I mean, I watched people.
Oh,
I think they're sick now. Probably have a
yeah.
stomach bug. I mean, I saw
Yeah.
someone eat eggs at least 3 hours sitting out. I don't know
Ooh.
if that's safe.
Yeah, they somebody might have gotten something. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Maybe, possibly.
Yeah, but
Wow.
it was cool to see it because everyone ordered their own. Like every table had like someone was eating Taco Bell. Next to them was someone eating the Texas Roadhouse. Like
That's
everyone had
cool.
takeout while they were playing bingo.
It's a Roadhouse and Taco Bell.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
funny. That's
Yeah, it's
cool.
good stuff.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I don't know. What would my bring your own food be?
If
Hmm.
you were to bring your own, so you got to factor in. It's not is it for yourself or are you catering for a group? Because if I were to bring my own food for
Oh,
myself, I would bring just something like maybe sushi. I like sushi,
that's good. That's good.
but I would have to eat it right away. Otherwise, I'd feel like it's gross after
That's true too.
after like 10 minutes. So-
Sushi's a good one. Or
oh, there was also free pizza there. I should say because of the
oh,
special night. Yeah, they
yeah.
had little, my favorite Little Caesars, but
Oh, it's
they
Little
had.
Caesars. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think you would probably. I know what you would bring. You would
Okay.
bring tomato pies.
Yes, I would.
You probably would.
I would,
Yeah.
because you can eat them cold or hot.
Yeah. Yeah. Either way. And for some reason, it feels like there's a rule on pizza where it's allowed to sit out longer and still be okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if it's true. It feels like it.
You ever have like pizza and then you forget to put it away and then you still eat it the day before? Like it's just sitting on your counter all night and you forget about
You
it
mean
and
the
you
day after?
the day after. I mean.
I I think I've done that, but I
Mhm.
think my current self would never do that. I
Well, I'm just
think.
saying. Let's say you order a whole pizza.
Yeah.
There's only like what 2 or 3 slices eaten out of it. You forget
Oh,
about.
I understand. Yeah, I
You
understand the
forget.
logic.
You forget to put it
Yeah.
away. You just eat some of it the next day. I'd do it.
It's just I don't know if it's safe, but what
I,
am I? I'm not. I used to do something called night nugs.
Night
Have you ever had a special night nug?
No.
I used to get made fun of this. For this, I would purchase like 50 nuggets from McDonald's.
Okay.
And I would be eating them in my room. I did this a lot when I was in Germany. This is before I understood food safety. And if I didn't want to go down and put them in the fridge, I put them next to my bed. And then sometimes I would wake up in the middle of the night and have a little night nug. I'll grab a little nugget and eat it.
There's 100% nothing wrong with that.
I think I had a lot of diarrhea. I think there might be something to it.
It's like that episode of SpongeBob. Oh boy, 5 a.m. And he eats
yeah. Yeah, I would. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. I feel like that's something I would do too.
People eat left out pancakes too. That's a common one. I think those could be left out for a long time though.
I don't think I've ever done left out pancakes. But I
would. If you ever had a situation where you've accidentally made too many pancakes, I have. Yeah, so they just get put in the microwave.
You can never go wrong with pancakes.
The microwave is like the storage container for things you think you're going to eat soon.
That's true. That's so true. Yeah, it's so true.
You just put it in there and say, "Yeah, it's pretty well preserved."
Or you're somewhere else, and then they just they try to pawn it all off on you, and you're suddenly home with a bunch of food from somebody else's house.
Yep.
A bunch of leftovers.
I know where to put that.
You're right.
Yep.
Oh man, cool, man. Very cool. Very cool. I did not have an eventful weekend like that, but I'm glad you did. Yeah,
I mean, between bingo, Mother's Day, and bowling, I think I knocked off a lot of important things. You had Mother's Day. You must have done something on Saturday. We can make up. Why don't you make up something that make it sound cooler? You were helping homeless veterans.
Yes, I was helping homeless veterans.
Yeah.
I was being like one of those videos, where you go to the restaurant and you'd be like, what did I do? I ordered like
Dash.
No, I ordered like I went to a pizza shop and I was like, hey, can you make about like 300 pizzas? They're like, 300? Yeah, that'll probably take about 3 hours. I was like, okay, it's fine. And they're like, wait, what's this for? It's like, I'm just feeding the homeless. And then I scanned them, and then
you don't come back.
I kind of just went home and had all the pizzas to myself. I didn't really, I just, it's a cheat code.
Really stretching the limits of what's believable here.
You ever think about that though? 'Cause I was trying to be smooth with it. But you ever think those videos where they're like, yeah, I'm feeding the homeless, and then they donate their food to them, all this food. Do you think they really give it to the homeless, or do you think they just take it home?
I mean, it would be the biggest F you to homeless people to make a video about doing it and then not give them the food. That would suck. I don't think that would be very kind. I don't think anyone would be on their side.
But yeah, it's like
I'm sure it happened.
But it's like I watch it and be like, that's all you got to do? You just got to say you're giving it to the homeless and it's like free food? Like what?
Yeah, I mean... Oh, wait, so you're saying the restaurants give it out for free?
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't even seen that. No, that's
really?
Insane.
Yeah,
they do that.
Yeah, there's if you go on TikTok every once in a while, you'll probably get the algorithm now, but you'll get people saying,
yeah, they're listening. Yeah,
you'll get people saying like, can I get like 300 pizzas? How long would it take? And then they'll be like, sure. What's it for? He's like, I'm just feeding the homeless. And they're like, oh, really? Well, because it's kind of like they're pressured now. They're like, oh, okay, well, we can just donate them to you. Because now they feel pressured.
I don't know the history of it, but I'm about 89% sure that's got to be fake. that sounds like something that's fake. But I will do some research on the back end, and I will confirm. I'll post in a comment on the video. I'll say whether it's true or not. I don't believe any business should be saying, "Yeah, we'll do that." That doesn't seem like a good
I think I just did a bad explanation of it, but if you see it, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're
Um,
just not one of those guys that exploit the homeless for your views, I think
of
it's
course
okay.
not. No, I would.
Yeah, it
No.
would be really hard, to buy 300 pizzas and give it out for free, but not record it. So,
Yeah.
I can't imagine the turmoil someone would go through by not capturing that moment on
Right.
camera. Probably, they'd probably be able to sleep that night if they did that. But yeah,
Oh, the TikTok clip's too long. I gotta cut it off before I do that.
yeah, it always gets up right to the point where they're about to give the guy something.
Yeah.
And
They're
I'm
like,
gonna go over and give that guy $100, but
tune in to part 2 next week. And meanwhile, it's
yeah,
like 3 weeks later.
there's no part 2. No part 2 on that.
Oh man.
What's the latest TikTok trend? Have you, what's happening
TikTok
there?
trend?
Yeah,
I don't know. I
what's
don't
the
know any
latest?
TikTok trends.
Did you participate in that? I don't know if you've seen it. I'll do an example real quick.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see if I can. I'm so hungry. I could eat the political rhymer.
I've seen that trend.
Yeah.
You got to say somebody that like would throw somebody off.
I was gonna say someone from our school, but I felt like that might I don't know. I'm so hungry I could eat Christian Vardaman. I'm so, yeah.
I've seen that trend. I never understood that trend, but I get it.
What? It's the best.
So it's like
funny. It gives laughter.
You got to throw them off with somebody you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, no, it's just it's more just for people that just has never heard anyone say they'd eat a person.
Okay.
And it's just they're appalled at the concept of it. Yeah.
Right, right.
And then when you make it somebody so specific that they don't think you would know, it just gets funnier,
Yeah.
That was. But you didn't do that to your grandparents or anything at Mother's Day, or
no?
I tried to do it to my mom, but she's got like she didn't understand. Well, I mean, you wouldn't know her name.
Okay.
I looked up someone. Yeah, I'll tell you. It was Carlene something. I can't remember her last name.
Shout out to
Carlene Ivory. Yeah, Ivory, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't quite. I tried to record it. It wasn't funny at all, so I never posted it. I felt like it was more. It's one of those TikTok trends I want to live vicariously through by watching. I don't want to participate. Learn my lesson.
You ever want to go to a restaurant and do that one trend that was going on for a while where they would go to a restaurant and they'd ask a waiter to take their food like mid-eat, like while they're eating, they just take their food and then just
I've seen a few of those. Yeah, I like that.
That would be funny.
I love that type of like in public someone messes with you, but it's all in good fun, but not like a prank.
Yeah.
I don't want people out there like we said with the homeless,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shoot this guy in the leg, and it'll be so funny.
Say it's a prank, and everything will be okay.
And I'll cover his medical bills, but he'll just he'll be crippled for the rest of his life.
Right. Or let me go crush this guy's food over here real quick and say it's a prank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the big stuff. But no, I haven't done the food one, or I've only seen a few of those. It's pretty good stuff.
That's pretty good. There's a few trends that's been happening. I can't remember most of them. I remember the food one though, but I'm sure there will be a trend next week now.
Well, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I guess I should just jump right into what happened yesterday.
Sure. Let's.
I'll just jump right into it.
Okay.
Have you ever smelt something dead before?
Yes.
What would you describe the smell as?
Well, it depends on the animal though, because it could be if it's a skunk. If it's a skunk.
Well, that one's easy. I mean, we know what that's going to smell like.
Yeah.
Right. I've never smelled a dead body before.
Animal, right?
I mean, wouldn't it smell the same? Once decomposing sets in.
Yeah.
That's the smell I'm referring to. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. Okay. I know the smell you're talking about.
So you might know where I'm going with the story.
Uh-huh.
So for the past week or so, every time I walked into my house, I wanted to die because the smell was so revolting.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what it could be. But as we walked in one day, I looked up and there was like this little stain on my ceiling.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You may remember a few podcasts ago, several ago, I told you a story about when I was trying to find a certain little critter in
I,
my
I,
attic,
I remember that
and
story
my
clearly.
pants fell down.
Yeah, I do remember.
This is like a part two. This is like a nice part two to this.
Oh, okay.
Um,
We get the update.
yeah, so like a week ago or so, it sounded like WWE SmackDown in my ceiling. Like there was some sort of animals attacking each other, and I'm
Oh.
guessing one was victorious. I don't know if if he left and he took like a picture of the body and he's a serial murderer,
Oh no.
but he left the body upstairs in my attic, um, and it was smelled so bad. A lot of people don't know this, but my landlord is my mother-in-law.
Mhm.
Um, I had to tell her about this, and I already feel like a small little man because I didn't go up and grab the dead body myself. But I was like, maybe at least let her know because I'm afraid of falling through the ceiling.
For
I
sure.
don't want to fall through and die.
Of course.
Um, and I'm a big guy. But I was not expecting. As soon as she came in to come investigate, she climbed the ladder, went straight up there. It just was like, let's do this, and I was not ready at all. I was barefoot. I was climbing the ladder. My feet were hurting. I
Yeah.
felt so prepared. I get up there, and we're in the attic, and there is just poo poo everywhere. I mean, it
No.
is. I would show you a picture, but I don't know if you could stomach it because it was gross.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, it was everywhere. I mean, it was poop everywhere. The smell was so bad. We caught a glimpse. It was indeed a raccoon that I guess was forced into submission.
Mm.
I don't know how he died. Still don't know. But yeah, he was dead up there, and he had a bunch of bugs living on him. And
No.
yeah, it was like the worst possible scenario. Like I've
Yeah.
always heard, like they say, like when a body is rotting, like you can smell it, right? And the people call like, I smell something over at that house. It's true. Like the whole house reeked of this.
That's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, it's really gross. I did not enjoy it at all. So the whole time she's up there beasting it out, like she's a beast. She's like
Uh-huh.
got a shovel. She's shoving them
Ready.
into
Yeah.
this bag, and I'm like just gagging behind her the whole time. And she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine." I'm gagging over and over again.
Yeah.
Um, and I was just like, I'm just a little squeamish. But that was the worst part of my weekend. So yeah, we took it, we removed it, we put it out, and I dumped it at a neighborhood trash can that I probably shouldn't have done. But I don't know what else to do with this dead animal.
Trash panda. I mean, raccoons are known as trash pandas, so I mean, hey,
Yeah, I put
it's
him back.
appropriate.
Yeah, it's an appropriate burial for a dead raccoon.
Yeah.
And it was just all around the worst thing. At this time yesterday, we had just finished.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was we were up there cleaning up a lot of the poop too. It had ripped through some of the ventilation
I
of like
believe that.
for
Yeah.
the AC.
Yeah.
Um and yeah, so we had to after we put it in the bag and took it outside, she was like, "You know what? We need to make a claim through our insurance. We got to go take a picture of that sucker." And I was like, "Oh, I don't want to do that.
Oh no.
I don't want to do that." So we went back
Wow.
out and I had to like open the bag and like shimmy it around till I found it.
Yeah.
And then when I went to go drop it off, I felt like a literal serial killer because I was like I had to drive to a neighboring apartment complex and I'm like
Yeah.
looking around to dump a body. Yeah, it was a like I said, a very eventful weekend. It was
Your whole weekend sounds like a movie.
yeah,
Like a
yeah.
literal movie. Like
Uh,
from start to
Some
finish.
people, some people have weekend at Bernie's, and some people, we didn't pretend the raccoon was alive, but we, he sure
Wow.
ain't alive no more. And the
That
problem's not solved. I'm sure we're gonna have more. I'm gonna hear more tonight because there must be an entry point somewhere.
maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe. I've never had like raccoons or anything like that. I've had birds, but not like
yeah.
raccoons. Like I've had birds.
You're a homeowner, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but
What
I've
would you
had like
do?
yeah. I I think I told the story before, but I had birds in my my ventilation system.
You might have, but I would love to hear a little refresher. Were they cute? Were they adorable?
Well, I didn't see the birds myself, but I would hear them. So it's kind of like I would go to do laundry and I would hear them through my dryer. Like they got into my dryer. Yeah. So I was like
hopefully
terrified.
you stopped what you were doing and assessed the situation.
So I'm like terrified to do laundry, right? So like I'm like running out of clothes because I'm like terrified what to do, and then I'm finally like, all right, I need to call somebody. So I called somebody, and they came over and they used the ladder. They climbed my house to my ventilation system, and they kind of like got the birds out. They didn't kill them, thankfully. You know, the birds were still alive, but I didn't want to like start my dryer or anything because one it's a fire hazard, and two, I don't know if it's like
to incinerate a bird.
not only that, I don't know if there's like babies, and I don't want to destroy a family, but
I don't want to tear this family apart. I'm not gonna. I just from here on out. I'm not doing laundry.
But no, I got it taken care of. No animals were harmed. Everything went okay. So,
did you see the birds, or did the guy say that he didn't kill them?
I saw the nest, but I didn't see the birds in it. So maybe they like leave and come back. They were leaving and coming back, but we put like a little like I don't know.
That would suck to be a bird. To be like, can't wait to go home and see my kids.
You ever think about that? Like
the homeowner called and got the nest removed. That would suck.
I
would be the most. That's probably the most devastating thing. What?
Say if you were like an animal. Speaking of that, if you were like an animal, say if you were like an ant, and you were like, and somebody like steps on an ant or something. It's like, well, that was somebody's kid. I bet you that ant was on its way to go bring something home to to its family, and
I worry about
that right now. Yeah,
I do worry about that. I used to have a joke. It was one of my first jokes, and it's not really that original, but I was like, I wonder like if God like intended for the 10 Commandments to be like very, very serious with a thou shalt not kill, because it's gonna really suck if none of us get to go to heaven because I was killing ants when I was a kid.
No, wait.
I've got like hundreds of souls on my back right now.
Same.
If I mean, it didn't say thou shalt not kill humans. It says thou shalt not kill.
Right.
We are in
anything.
I'm in huge trouble if I have to answer for this.
But like, what if we don't even know though? Like, people walk every day. We don't know.
In God's eyes, He doesn't care. Not that I would know.
I mean, just walking through grass, we don't know if there's a bug there or something.
Yeah, I used to make like I didn't torture ants, but I used to like build little societies, and I would make sure that some ants didn't get to see other ants because I wanted to see what they would do. And most often than not, they just didn't seem like they cared. They just kind of went their own ways.
Does the marker thing work where you could like draw a marker in front of them and they think that it's blocking them?
I think it's like a temporary illusion. I think they eventually figure it out.
They figure it out, right?
If you force them to, I mean,
yeah,
you just keep drawing that line smaller. I don't think they just sit there. When you put it at the end of it, they just sit on their butt and just like, I guess I'm not leaving.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah, this is it. This is it for me. I'm in this circle forever.
Oh man, that's wild, Flem. That's wild.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I tried. We talked about it maybe briefly. I don't even know if we've mentioned it yet about PAX.
That's true. PAX did happen. Yeah.
PAX. For those who do not know what PAX is, Rodney is going to go ahead and explain it. Go ahead, because I have no idea.
Penny Arcade Expo.
Okay.
Penny
Arcade Expo.
I
didn't even know.
I didn't know that either till recently. I didn't know that till recently either. But apparently PAX East is called Penny Arcade Expo.
And it's for video games. It's people that like video games.
Yes, this is a video game convention that happened over the weekend, Mother's Day weekend. I tried to get as much as I could on it, but I did get some game announcements that they've been talking about. I guess
let's hear some.
The biggest one is Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is back on the radar. I don't know if you heard about this.
I saw a still image of a possible trailer. Did they do a trailer?
I didn't see a trailer, but there's a collaboration that's gonna happen. That's
Oh,
confirmed. That is confirmed that people have wanted for a very long time. Can you guess the collaboration? It is something people requested for years. Another
Five
game.
Nights at Freddy's?
Yes, yes. They're doing.
No way!
Yep. Guess who the character is?
Freddy.
No.
Oh, is it Glitch Trap? Whatever, the bunny?
Springtrap.
Springtrap? Yeah.
Springtrap. And
Just so you know, I watch a lot of lore videos. I think at
Mhm.
one point there is also a Glitch Trap. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was in. I'm really. I said that a long. I'm not. I hate being a hipster. Be like, I said that, but I remember thinking that a long time ago. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah. No. Like I said, people have wanted that for years.
Did
However,
they showcase any of it? No, they just announced it.
no. They guess who's voicing?
Oh, okay. We're gonna have separate opinions, but I know who it is. That's great.
Say it. Say the name.
Is it Matthew Lillard?
Yeah. You don't think Matthew Lillard would be good?
I think he'd be great. I just think that it's fine. What is it in Dead by Daylight? What does he have to talk about? Do the killers talk?
I'm assuming.
Was he going to be do the voice acting for grunting?
They recorded a video of him doing some of his lines, so he's definitely going to talk. I don't know if I don't know if they're going to add a survivor or if it's just going to be the killer. I would assume that it's just going to be the killer.
Yeah. Is there even a survivor? Like, what's in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe? What's the survivor's name? Mike.
I don't know, unless
Mike. I think his name is Mike.
Maybe Josh Hutcherson or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I think his name was Mike.
I think so.
And then and Springtrap is William Afton.
William Afton.
I think so.
Okay, I just say Springtrap. But
yeah. No, I was super in depth in the lore for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were like, I was the kind of person that would sit you down like, no, you got it all wrong. It's not just a game. It's not about. It's about the children in the suits. It's about
right.
you know, their souls are captured.
Yeah,
that's exciting. I honestly have been having the urge to get back to Dead by Daylight.
Same, and I think that's gonna do it for me. Is like, you know what?
It'll do it for me too.
That's the one.
I mean, I'm definitely interested.
For sure.
I just, it's just hard to play because of the kids, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like you'd be like, oh, we'll play when they're not in the room. I'm like, sure, but have you ever heard the screams?
Yeah.
My God,
that's so true. Yeah.
My kids are already having nightmares from seeing a still image on accident. Like when I'm like scrolling through Netflix, they'd be like, "Daddy, what's that guy with those bleeding eyes?" I'm like, nothing.
No, the Netflix still images. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it's nothing. Let's just go look for.
Oh man.
But no, that's cool. I did not know that. I'm kind of glad I didn't know that. This was a fun way to find out.
There's more. There's more Dead by Daylight news.
Oh,
another collab.
It's gonna be.
But this one's this one is a cosmetic collab, so it's not really a killer or a survivor. But it's kind of like when they did the Metallica and all them. They're doing The Witcher.
I didn't.
They're doing a Witcher collab.
Oh, okay.
So there's gonna be a Witcher cosmetic collab.
Little Geralt and everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever, I don't remember their names.
I didn't look too much into that one, but I know there's a cosmetic collab. And the last Dead by Daylight news that I saw was they're still moving forward with the movie.
Oh, they really are.
Yeah, they said that it's definitely still happening and that it's gonna be with Blumhouse. That's all they really gave though, but they pretty much confirmed that it is happening.
Well, there's a great lore story here. I wonder if they're probably. I bet you they're just gonna focus on Trapper. Right, that's like their bread and butter. That's like their original killer.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it'd be funny
if they did everything. It's like some weird universe of like Freddy Krueger and Ghostface. That'd be interesting.
Okay,
they need a multiverse of. They need like an Avengers type monster.
Well, they tried to do that with Freddy versus Jason, in a way. Yeah. I could see the movie being at least the four originals. Killers. I could see it being the four originals. Hillbilly,
Trapper,
Nurse.
Yeah, good old nurse.
And
If they do it about the nurse only, that would be a terrifying movie.
that actually would,
The
especially.
nurse, I think that would be the scariest one. I hope they do go that way.
How I wonder how they would go. Like, would they actually have
Who's
to
the
like
other starter? Who's the fourth one?
trapper, nurse, Billy.
Oh, the Wraith. That
Wraith.
dork with the
Yeah.
dork with the poncho.
Yeah, it was those four, right? Yeah,
He looks so
Wraith
goofy.
as well,
He needs a new outfit because that poncho is goofy.
I don't think he ever had
I
any
can't-
like special outfits either. I think he just always had
Not
his
as
original
many
outfits.
as the other. No,
Right.
The poncho is so goofy looking. It's like
It is.
it's like he's prepared for hot weather.
I just know when I hear his little noise to run.
Yeah, I'm ringing that bell. No, that's something to look forward to. You know, it takes a lot for me to get excited for a game anymore.
Yeah.
So that'd be fun.
But my thing is, I wonder how they would go with the movie. Like, would they have to like fix generators and figure out how to get out of a place? Like,
Honestly, that might be the best way to do it.
or
You
like,
just stick to the original. You know, they'll probably lean into like the entity. You know, like before people get like caught in like this weird darkness.
like they have somebody that knows the lore and survived the lore, and then they're telling it like a little backstory, and we get to kind of see it.
He'd be like, "Watch out! Don't step on that.
Yeah.
That's a trap." And you know what? I'm calling it now.
Bet
you Jack Black plays Trapper. Bet you. Guarantee it. And Chris Pratt will be the voice.
The voice. He's not gonna play.
Yeah.
He's gonna be Jack Black, and then
It's gonna be Jack Black walking
voice.
around, but every time he speaks, it's gonna be Chris Pratt. That's what's gonna happen. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah,
Now, what? So like, let's say like they get hooked, because obviously I'm pretty sure somebody would get hooked in the movie. Are they gonna have like the slippery me perk, and they're just gonna pull themselves off, and they're just gonna start running and be okay?
Yeah, some dude's gonna pull up. He says, "Come here." He's gonna open up like his jacket. They have all these different perks.
Here, let me do some self-care on you.
Like, hey, look, I know you can throw a stone normally, but you need this perk to throw this stone. You know?
Yeah. No, I would 100% see a Dead by Daylight movie though. I think it would be pretty
No, I would
entertaining to
too,
watch. Yeah.
I feel like it would be the best way to do it. And if they're watching, was it Bloomhouse? Is that what they're called? I think
Is it
the
Blumhouse
best
or
way.
Blumhouse?
I don't know.
One or the other.
Bloom? I don't know.
One or the other.
The best way to do it, I think, would be to not elaborate so much. I don't think we need to know the full. Like, don't throw a story out of it. Make it for people, or they just committed like a crime, and then they try to leave and they can't, and they're like, "Wait, what?" And then they're like, "Oh crap! I guess we're stuck here."
Yeah.
And because they were doing something bad, now it's their judgment day. See, like we wrote a movie.
That's good. Hey, Blumhouse, if you guys would like 2 actors in your movie, contact us.
Yeah, don't think I could act. I think I could probably be I'd be a good victim. I'd be one that dies first. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, you know what? I would do it too. I would. Can we be in your movie? But can you guys find a nice little way to kill us off, but not crazy? Just put us in the movie.
Yeah. You know what? I bet you at the very end, the last survivor escapes through a trapdoor. There it is. And that'll be me.
or let's say like you're down to your last down, and you find the hatch.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The hatch.
The hatch.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what you meant.
Trapdoor, but the hatch.
Trapdoor. Yeah.
You know what would be a really funny version of the movie?
Huh?
Is if like very, very early on, the victims realize that this killer ain't S-word, and they start teabagging him, and they start running around, and they start like shining flashlights in his eye, and they start just messing everything. The doors are open, but they won't leave, and they just keep teabagging at the exit. Dude, Jack Black will be so sick. I can't wait.
That would ruin it for me, because it would be all those bad memories of playing Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I like the thought of like it going like you're really, really scared, and then somewhere halfway through the movie, they're just like just doing the pallet traps and just running around and sliding, and like, oh, that'd be so fun.
I'll never forget. I was streaming once, and I was playing a random game, and I got into a game with a ghost face, the ghost face downed me and started teabagging me, and it was the most annoying thing ever.
When they added characters that can crouch, they messed up.
I was like, I am not getting teabagged right now. This is not happening.
Yep. Was it Ghostface and the pig? They can both teabag.
The pig can teabag. Yeah.
Who else can teabag? Legion, maybe.
Legion,
remember.
I think. Ghostface for sure. Ghostface 100% can.
Oh, he's a teabag champ.
Yeah, the pig, really the pig 100% can from Saw. Pretty much all the stealth people except for Michael Myers can teabag.
Yeah, that'd be funny to see him teabag.
But they so in other news of Dead by Daylight, because like I said, they were pretty much the highlight of the weekend. They announced 2 killers that they really, really want in the game. They just don't have the licensing to. They're really trying to get the licensing for these characters. I want to see if you can guess these characters.
It.
That's one. That's one.
I figured. I remember that was a popular one.
Mm-hmm.
And then that. Oh, I already know this one. I'm sorry to spoil it, but it's that Winnie the Pooh from that Blood and Honey movie.
No, that would be funny. That would be funny.
Is it Jeepers Creepers?
No. I don't think they would go along with Jeepers Creepers just because of the director.
The allegations.
Yeah. But this is a character.
Will I know this one?
You will know it because this character was featured before in another game.
Oh, I was gonna say, is it the Terrifier dude?
No, this creature. This one had he had his own game that got canceled.
His own game that got canceled?
Very popular. They're
bringing him back.
No, I'm saying this character got his own game, but Dead by Daylight wants the licensing to him. That game got canceled. It was its own style of Dead by Daylight, but it had more to it. I'm sure you played it.
Do I know this? Are you sure I played it?
Think of a sport. Think of a sport.
I can't. You said that, and I couldn't think of one sport.
Jason Voorhees, man.
Basketball.
Jason Voorhees.
Are you talking about Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe he was already in the game. I forgot he wasn't in it.
No,
that other game was so similar. I couldn't. I forgot that he wasn't in it already.
Dude, Friday the 13th, the game used to be my favorite game for the longest time.
You telling me, yeah.
But
yeah, it got ruined by children. I mean.
Yeah. But yeah. I played that game every day, like a lot. I put a lot of hours into that game on Xbox.
It's a cool game.
I wish it would have been on PC, and I wish it was in my streaming area when I played that game. But I wasn't streaming at the time. But man,
did it only die because of the rights? I think it must have died just because of the rights. Because it was a pretty cool, fun game.
It died because of the rights because they weren't allowed to do any more updates. Yeah, if they would have kept doing the updates to it, it would have 100% like been phenomenal. But dude, I backstarted it on Kickstarter when it was a Kickstarter thing. I was like, you know what, this game sounds cool. I'll back it, and it came out. I got a cool Tom Savini skin. I got some clothes outfits.
Break the law of copyright.
But
you helped fund their copyright suit.
What? I thought it was. I thought everything was fine. I was a kid. but
yeah, I don't think you were.
Not a kid, but I was a young adult. Okay.
You would have been 21 or 22.
There you go. around that. But speaking of Friday the 13th, that same company, they made the Texas Chainsaw game.
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm.
They made the Texas Chainsaw game. That game just announced recently that they're no longer doing updates.
What? Will they not learn?
Is
it because of a license thing? Because that would be hilarious.
I don't know the story. I saw that they said their last update will be their final update. But I don't know how long the game's going to be now. But
isn't that like a recent game? Isn't that like within the last 2 years that came out?
2 years, yeah. I would say.
That's very bad.
And that was a very fun game, too.
Yeah, it looked really good. Why? I don't understand how this is happening.
And it's crazy because I love games like that. I don't know if it's because of Dead by Daylight, but I just love games like that where you have the specific killer and then you got to survive. It's kind of like also the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That game didn't get, that game's still going on, which is cool, but it's kind of like that. But I want to ask you, if I don't know if we've ever talked about this, if there could be any game of any character that you want, kind of like in that Friday the 13th type of style, what character would you like to see have their own game? Because I think I have mine.
Any game in this, like, has to be a killer?
It has to be like a Friday the 13th Dead by Daylight style game where it's kind of like that, but it's a killer that nobody's seen yet. I mean, so they could have seen it in like Dead by Daylight or anything like that, but have its own game.
Yeah. I think I talk about this a lot, but several times for this podcast, but anything from the Fatal Frame universe, I mean, that is the most terrifying game in my brain. It's forever ingrained in my childhood as like punishment for sins. It's so I think any type of like open world type thing. I don't know if it's not open world.
It's not. But
is it an area big enough to discover?
Yeah,
to look around.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be cool. That's something, you go into a house and you're haunted.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. There you go, guys. There's your ideas, and credit Flem. Credit Flem. Even make Flem a part of it.
I'll try.
My personal one. So he's already a character in Dead by Daylight, but I think a Freddy Krueger game would be cool.
Oh, they might as well at this point.
Right.
It would be cool.
So like you got Freddy, and then you got the I don't know. I don't really want to say kids, but you got the people that he chases in the dreams, and then
Dude, that would be an awful game if you had to play children running away from
kids,
him.
But kind of like Johnny Depp. He wasn't a kid, but he was like a young adult teenager, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I guess kind of like that. And then like you can like go into dreams, you can escape dreams, and I think that would be pretty cool. Going in and out of dreams. Would you get to have
the beautiful quips from the original? Can you be like, get over here, B-word? Can you do that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I would love that. Welcome to my world, B-word.
yeah.
That would be awesome. But my thing is, let it be Robert Englund, please, not the remake. Please let it be Robert Englund.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that would be a good one.
No, that would be cool. I could see a whole thing. But how do you? So would you play as a survivor, or you're saying play as the killer?
You could be either or. And if you're the survivor, you got to like pull Freddy out of the dream, and then go from there to kill him. Like if you're in the dream, let's say it like this: if you're in the dream, Freddy has the advantage. But if he gets pulled out of the dream, if you are able to like pull him out of the dream, you have the advantage. How cool would that be? How cool would that be?
I mean, sure. I mean, yeah, it would be cool.
Make it happen, guys.
I think he wins either way, but yeah, I'd be.
Well, I mean, when he gets pulled out of the dream, he's weaker. When he's in the dream, he can make anything. He can make anything happen in a dream. But when he's in the real world, it's just him. It's just him and his knives.
But he always comes back.
That's true.
I've seen enough of them. I've seen enough of them movies.
That's true.
I've seen enough of them terrible movies.
That's true. But they survive though. They survive in the end. They don't make it 3 sequels later, but they survive in the end.
Yeah. No, I can see that. That'd be cool.
That'd be a good one.
Love it.
What else?
It'd be another good one. Another good character. It'd be like Dead by Daylight style, but you're up against SEAL Team 6. You're just trying to evade. Maybe you dig a big hole and hide in it for a while. You know what I mean?
That could be fun.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
It's a good game.
It's like a real bad spin. It's like 6 versus 1 versus 4 versus 1. But yeah, you're on the losing side.
I can see that. Oh man, that's funny. Um, let me see. I wrote some stuff down so I could remember what other games they talked about.
I mean, I know it's probably meant for this. I saw I did like a quick look. There's like a lot of indie games. I think I've seen.
There was a lot
Like
of indie games.
A lot. Like I tried watching. I put it on like some stream of like all the trailers, and the first one was a game I think you would love. About some fictional girlfriend.
I'm sold.
Yeah, but so yeah, we were watching it in the background, and of course, my daughter looks up at the time that this anime-looking girl starts stabbing the protagonist. So I guess it's a game of where you get a fake girlfriend and she kills you. So I think you would like that. That
I would
like
100% play that. I would so play that. That sounds so much fun.
Yeah, I think it's up your alley for sure.
But what I saw was that, I mean, obviously they did the new Elden Ring game, which is coming out this month. I think we should play that. We should play that together. The new Elden Ring.
Yeah, it is a multiplayer one, right?
It's yeah, strictly multiplayer.
What's it called again? Like Nightborn or
Night Rain?
Shadow? Night Rain.
Mm-hmm. They talked about the new Mafia game. If you're a fan of the Mafia series, Mafia: The Old Country, which I will be playing as well because the Mafia series I love. They talked about Borderlands 4 for all the Borderlanders.
I haven't got into it, but I think that I could.
I could too. I've never played Borderlands, but I could. I played the Telltale when they were doing the Telltale games. I played that, but I never played like the actual games.
I've seen the commercial for the movie, so pretty much the same thing.
Dune Awakening, which I haven't played, but I hear is apparently really good.
I haven't seen it either.
Based off of the movie Dune Awakening.
Yeah, I probably need to watch those movies first.
Never seen them. I've never seen them either. No, and people wonder why I haven't seen them. I just haven't seen them yet. I'm sorry, guys.
It was a surprise. Yeah, I'm surprised. It seemed like something you'd be all over.
No, I'm pretty sure I would like it. I would. I just haven't gotten.
We tried watching it. We tried. I mean, we were like a half hour in or 40 minutes. I looked at there was still like 2 hours left. I was like, we can't.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a long movie, isn't it?
We can't finish this tonight, so we just stopped.
Gotcha.
I haven't picked it back up.
yeah, that's the thing is it's a very long movie, but that and then Killing Floor 3 as well.
Oh, I did see that preview. Mm-hmm. I did. Yeah, I liked the Killing Floor games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I thought they were pretty fun.
It's like
Call of Duty Zombies on heroin.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
No, not heroin. Whatever one would make you more crazy. I think heroin makes you tired. I don't know. Everything I've seen on TV says heroin makes you sleep.
Okay.
So I don't know.
That's good to know. That's good to know if you guys want to get some. No, please don't do that.
I'll do a more here. We'll edit this. I'll do a more PG rated. Killing Floor 3 is a lot like Call of Duty Zombies, but like after you drink a lot of Monster energy drinks.
There you go. I like that. I like that one.
There you go.
But yeah, that was pretty much all the gaming news that I got from PAX East. You know, what I tried to get what I could. Because I wish I could have been there. I do want to go to PAX East one year because it's in Boston. It's in Massachusetts, so that's probably
it's not that far for you.
I miss what?
Several.
Maybe like 7-8 hour drive, possibly. Probably about the same it would take me to get to Florida. You're just going up instead of down from Delaware. In Florida, you're going down. Massachusetts, you'd be going up. So it's about the same, 8 hours maybe. But they announced next year's dates for anybody that does want to check out PAX East. March 26th to the 29th, 2026. Maybe I'll be there. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty far out. But yeah, maybe.
But yeah, maybe.
But, I mean, isn't there also a PAX West, or is it just a
They
East?
Are. I saw that tickets for them go on sale May 22nd. I don't know where it is on PAX West. I'm assuming it's going to be in California. But
well, I looked online. I saw something saying that it's been hosted in San Antonio before.
Really?
I could be wrong. I asked ChatGPT.
Oh, okay.
So they mentioned I saw something about San Antonio.
That'd be cool. That'd be easy for you.
Yeah.
You should go to
Sure.
DreamCon.
There's too many cons, man. I haven't even been to one con. I need to break my my areas. I need to become a conner.
I love conventions, man. I've been going to conventions for a long time, like from fan ones to gaming ones. I used to go to a convention strictly for The Walking Dead.
Really?
Yeah, so I used to meet like a bunch of The Walking Dead people.
Poor soul. Yeah.
It was a great show.
Well, I mean, hopefully, yeah. At a certain point, it was great to a point. Yeah.
Like I got to meet like John Bernthal. He when he was doing Punisher, like when he first started getting announced as Punisher, I met him. I met Rosita from Walking Dead, Christian Serratos. I met pretty much
call
the
her Selena now.
Selena, yeah. I pretty much met like almost the whole cast except for like the
Didn't meet Andrew Lincoln.
I didn't meet Andrew Lincoln. I did not meet Norman Reedus. Norman Reedus was there. His line was just huge to where I couldn't even like get close to Norman Reedus. So, but I could have. But I got to meet John Bernthal though. So like that's a win for me. I'm a John Bernthal fan. Yeah, I love
right
John
at
Bernthal.
Not saying his career wasn't huge at that point because he still had a lot there. But you know, after that, I mean, after the Punisher, I mean, he's been been up there now.
Yeah, like I know he just did that movie with Ben Affleck.
The Accountant 2.
Okay, can I just say how happy Ben Affleck looks now? Recently,
he looks healthy. He looks happy.
Ever since his breakup.
Yeah.
How happy he is, and it makes me happy. I'm like, now this is how he should be. This is how he should be.
He's embraced what everyone has been telling him forever.
Yes. I was like, yes, he's free. Let this man be happy.
Well, she had a lot of bad press this past like 2 years. She made like a documentary about herself. It painted her to even be wrong. Like,
yeah,
she like was like outing herself as hard to work with, hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I saw that and I was like, this is good. This is good.
Yeah.
But,
wholesome.
But going back to John Bernthal, because I want to get into that kind of news. We all know, he was Punisher. For the Daredevil show, Jessica Jones was announced to come back.
Oh.
Just because of that little connection, they announced that Jessica Jones is supposed to return in the Daredevil show, Kristen Ritter. So that's good that she got her role back. So that's pretty cool. She was a pretty good Jessica Jones, in my opinion.
They're like doing like that blip thing, but in reverse.
Yeah.
They're like slowly snapping people back into existence.
But here's the thing: like when I first watched Jessica Jones, I was like, yeah, this is definitely a Kristen Ritter role. I can't see anybody else doing that role. So it's good that she's back in it and that they are bringing back Jessica Jones. So that'll be pretty cool to see.
I liked her.
Yeah.
I liked Luke Cage, and again, every time we talk about this, I have to bring it up.
I know where this is going.
Iron Fist was terrible, and they should have never made a season 2. There you go. That's why I just gotta put that. Just gotta throw that out there.
There was a season 2 of that show. I don't even remember.
Oh yeah, it's no wonder you don't remember. Trust me.
I'm not gonna lie, that was my least favorite. So, but, yeah,
it was terrible.
I didn't know
everything about it was.
I know they did the Defender show where they had them all together, but I don't.
Defender was great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Defenders was great. Yes.
In fact, I was fine with Homeboy. I forget his name. What's his name in the Iron Fist?
I don't know.
Something dumb. Like, his name is it's like Danny or something. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him in the Defenders. I think that was great.
But as a
I enjoyed that
solo show, it just wasn't that.
He did not deserve anything.
Wow.
No, it was really bad. It was very bad.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all the entertainment news I have.
I do have one thing I need to retract.
Okay.
I think a couple of weeks ago, it may have been last week or the week before, I mentioned that I started watching the newer series of Dexter.
Yeah.
I know that you haven't watched it.
Okay.
But for anyone that has seen Dexter, First Blood, it's like the reboot. I think I had said that I was enjoying it. Mm-hmm. I want to retract that statement. It sucks. It's
really?
Not good. The writing is incredibly terrible. I think I even said, if you're going to do a reboot, this is how you do it. That was when I was one episode in, maybe 2. episode all the way. After that, it is just terrible. It's the worst writing. I think it's just very, very bad. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So, sorry for anybody that started watching it because he thought that I said it was good.
No,
And
I'm sorry for you.
The weird part is, that if you were to go on to IMDb, the show has an 8.0 rating. Who were they paying to give these ratings?
I don't know. You know me. I don't listen to Rotten Tomatoes or anything. So I don't know.
Every single possible trope you could put into a series is put into this. I mean, name any trope at all. It's in there.
Really? No.
I mean,
wow.
It's uncannily terrible.
I'm sorry. That sucks.
Yeah, but I'll probably still watch the rest of it, and I probably will still like the seasons after because I do like it. But
of course.
But yeah, I'm like hate watching at this point. I'm on episode like 6, and I'm just of course,
please get better.
Yeah. It's not.
No.
I hope it does though.
I can understand that because there's been shows like that for me too, where it's like it's so good and then it just goes bad. But
yeah. But who am I to talk? I can't. I'm not a writer. I can't write a story that could be simple and cohesive. So
I think we could. Write a cool movie.
Well, we could do it better than Iron Fist did.
Yeah.
Right, well,
good. Okay. So, do we want to get political or no?
Oh, go for it. So, Israel or Palestine? Go ahead. Which one?
Have you heard the Hassan news? See what happened with Hassan Piker?
Oh, yeah, that he was detained by ICE.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I'm full into. I'm very up to date on that. It was interesting. I also watched his little segment on the Daily Show yesterday.
He was on the Daily Show?
Yeah, he was. Jordan Klepper actually went to his stream room, that wonderful room. And they did a little interview thing there when they talked about stuff. Go watch it. It's interesting. Yeah.
I will.
liked it a lot.
But I saw his little clip from a stream where he was talking about when he got detained. I thought that was pretty wild,
Yeah, I feel like that you and him probably would both have been detained. You have a similar look about you,
Dude, if I get pulled into a room again this year, I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because I didn't say it, but I booked my hotel for TwitchCon.
You did? Where?
Yeah. Where and where? Oh, it's just a little place at a certain place,
It's the same as last time.
No, it's not the same as. So my thing is, if the TwitchCon's gonna be at the same place every year. It's gonna be in San Diego for like the next 8 years. So it's like I'll try different hotels every year. I'm not gonna say where I'm staying, but I'll be at a different hotel. But
I look forward to the vlog. When is that September?
October.
Can you
October.
believe that's coming?
Let me get
Only
the dates
5
right.
months away.
Let me get the dates right before I get this wrong. October 17th to the 19th is TwitchCon. So yeah, I'm excited for that. That's I got that coming up. Other than that, I'm going to North Carolina in September for my cousin's wedding. So other than that, I mean, no trips really planned. What about you?
Oh no trips.
No trips?
No. I mean, maybe. I mean, I've heard there's been whispers in the air of possibly seeing Vegas for the first time.
Oh, you love Vegas.
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I like that much sin. I don't think I like that much sinning. I'm not too sure,
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't call it the City of Angels for nothing.
I mean, you live close to it, so I mean, hey.
Yeah, it's like 8 hours away, I think. Is that close?
Oh, is it really? So it kind of be like going.
No, it's more than 8 hours. I think it's more than. I don't actually know, but I've been told that you gotta see it, and we might do that maybe.
That's
late
awesome.
July.
Well, I'm excited to hear about it if you do.
We'll do a podcast while I'm there.
Yeah.
I'll be like live from and I'll just what is it? What from the other Statue of Liberty,
There you go.
the lack thereof podcast.
we can get random guests on the street.
Yeah.
Bring them on. Be like, hey, what do you think of
That'd be
this? Be like, is this the news? Yeah, you're on the news.
Yeah, they'll be really disappointed.
I think they'd be drunk enough to think that they're on the news, though.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Yeah, but I mean, we've been going about an hour and a half. Is there anything else that we missed that we should talk about before we wrap things up?
No. Just if anybody out there has plans to play bingo, just know that it's harder than you think. And
I know.
And if you smell a dead body, animal or human, deal with it immediately. Don't wait a few days. It's just going to get worse.
True.
Yeah. How about
True.
yourself?
That's good advice.
Any parting words for our dedicated viewers / listeners, audio listeners?
I don't know. You had some pretty good stories. I can't top any of that.
Oh,
But,
no.
Blumhouse, put us in your movies. There you go.
There you go.
That's
Oh,
Blumhouse.
real quick. Did you see that the crocodile alligator died?
From Happy Gilmore, yes.
Yeah, I thought that maybe hurt your soul. Just
It did.
Sorry.
It did.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that was a quick interjection. We can go back to the other stuff.
I,
Yeah.
I hope you still made it into the sequel. I hope we still get to see you in the sequel. But yeah, rest in
wonder if
peace.
They did use the same one. That'd be interesting.
I didn't know alligators could live that long, but that's pretty cool.
I don't know why they didn't kill it sooner. Alligators have no business living past 40, let alone 80 years old.
Wow, it probably was that long, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. but yeah, rest in peace, alligator. I forget your name, but rest in peace. But yeah. Flem, is there anything you want to say before we go?
Just everybody have a wonderful week. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm out of this joint. It's fun. 38 in.
38, baby. We are almost to 40.
38.
And with that being said, this has been DJDubC and Flemoxicillin, episode 38. We will see you guys for episode 39. One more till 40. See you guys next time.